And we are live here in Atlanta, Georgia. It is the All-Star Game here in Atlanta. The first time in 25 years that the Major League Baseball All-Star Game comes to Atlanta. We got the best of the American League and the best of the National League here on Let's Talk Sports. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast booth. I'm Josh Wright getting the call. This is the All-Star Game for the franchise mode that we are doing with the St. Louis Cardinals, for those of you who are wondering. And there are two representatives for the Cardinals. Two relievers, Anthony Banda and then Ryan Helsley are the two representatives for the Cardinals. Hopefully you'll get to see them here in a little bit, or probably later in the game, but we got a great game for you coming up. I'm just making sure that everything's all set to go. Looks like it is. All right, here we go. Shotei Imanaga on the mound for the National League. The American League, they'll go for the 2024 Cy Young Award winner, Tariq Skubal. Those are some of the stats for Shotei Imanaga, starting left-hander from the Chicago Cubs, as he gets set to take on Jose Ramirez. Oh, here we go. First pitch is strike one. And just like that, we are underway. 7:05. That is taken for ball one. 1-1 the count from Imanaga. Dialed off, and the count is 1-2, which I was trying to go live earlier, but we had a technical difficulty. So we're going to have to go live again. Dialed off, it's 1-2. Count is 2-2 to Ramirez. One out. What away, here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So I wrote down who the All-Star representatives were for each team in the in both the American League and the National League. The Blue Jays have 4 representatives this year in this All-Star Game in the franchise. Willie Castro, Anthony Santander, and Danny Colombe are all the reserves. And then Vladimir Guerrero Jr., of course, in the lineup, pops up to Tyler Fitzgerald. Surprisingly, won the starting third base job. For the National League. He beat out Eugenio Suarez from the Diamondbacks, and then Graham Pauley, who's a rookie for the Marlins, ended up beating out Nolan Arenado for a roster spot, which I think is kind of silly. I honestly think that Arenado should have been an All-Star, but that's just my biased Cardinal fan opinion. Alvarez rips it right to Harris in right center field, and we go to the bottom of the inning. Also gotta love they're wearing the normal jerseys, team jerseys and hats. Love seeing that. That kind of makes playing the All-Star Game on MLB The Show a lot more fun. We go to the bottom of the inning. National League coming to bat against Tariq Skubal, the 2024 Cy Young Award winner. He's on track to win the Cy Young again this year in 2025, and not just in MLB The Show, but he's also on track to win it in real life also. But those are his stats this season: 11-1, 18 starts, 2.01 ERA, just like Shotei Imanaga. He will face Freddie Freeman to lead things off here for the National League. First pitch is a ball. Freddie Freeman, he's got to be pretty excited that the All-Star game this year is in Atlanta. Of course, this is where his career started. There's a swing and a drive to right. Judge is back. This one is caught for out number 1. A deep fly out to right. So I'll bring in Michael Harris, the second. For those of you who watched the most recent Cardinals franchise game, we did a game versus the Braves last night, and Michael Harris did really well in that series, not just with the glove, but he was really solid with the bat too. Foul the way, and the count is 0-2, I believe. Yep, 0-2. Braves and Dodgers, I believe they're tied for the most representatives on the National League. The Braves have both Michael Harris and Marcell Ozuna in the lineup. They also have Spencer Strider and who else? Raciel Iglesias. Yes, they all made the All-Star team this year. As for the Dodgers, they've got Freddie Freeman, who you guys just saw. Harris with a base hit to left center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. He's rounding first. You know he's going to second. And he is in for a one-out double. Nice hit for Harris in a left center field. So Harris is aboard with Juan Soto coming up. But as I was saying, Soto hammers it to left field. He should be an all-star in real life. And he hit a huge foul ball. Man, oh man, I thought that one had the distance. Like I said before, he should be an all-star in real life. The fact that he's not is just a complete joke. That's a dive by Henderson. He can't come up with it. Harris goes to third. It's first and third with one out, and here's Ozuna. Runners going, throw down by Adley, and Soto is out, trying to steal second. He just threw out the highest paid player in Major League Baseball right now. Here's Marcell Ozuna, 0-1 count. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
As I was saying earlier, Braves and Dodgers both tied for the National League with the most representatives. Ozuna strikes out. I'll go over those representatives once more. Would we head to the second? And Aaron Judge will lead off. Yeah, the Dodgers, they've got Ohtani, Tyler Glasnow, and Tanner Scott. And then, of course, Freddie Freeman, who you guys just saw. Here's Aaron Judge leading off for the American League in the top of inning number 2. He is one of 2 representatives for the defending American League champion New York Yankees. Max Fried, the former Atlanta Brave. He's the other New York Yankee being representing the Bronx Bombers in this All-Star game. 1-2 count. Another strikeout for Imanaga.
That is it. From the A's, the designated hitter, Rooker.
And now bring in Brent Rooker, the one representative for the A's for this All-Star game. I believe he's an All-Star in real life, which is great to see. So the starting pitchers in real life for the real All-Star game, that's going to be in a couple days, July 15th, 7 o'clock p.m. on Fox. Tariq Skubal will pitch for the American League as Rooker strikes out 2-away. And the National League will have Paul Skeens from the Pirates. start for them. Isn't that something? That's hilarious. I know a lot of old school baseball fans are not going to like that Paul Skeens is starting for the National League. There's a pop-up to Lindor. And we go to the bottom of the second, excuse me. No score here in Atlanta.
The second baseman,
Ketel Marte from the Arizona Diamondbacks is the starting second baseman for the NL in this All-Star game. Tariq Skubal back on the mound. First pitch, a circle change that misses for ball one. Here's the 1-0. That is hit foul. And the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit hard into right. Judge is going to watch it go, and it will end up a foul ball. Here's the 1-2. And a strikeout for Tariq Skubal. That's out number 1.
the designated hitter, Kyle Tucker.
One away here is Kyle Tucker, the second Chicago Cub in the All-Star game in MLB The Show. Let's see, is he an All-Star in real life? Yes, he is. It's great to see. Pretty sure there might be a couple other, and Pete Crow Armstrong. They're the two position players representing the Cubs at the All-Star game. Cardinals, meanwhile, they only got one guy, and that is Brendan Donovan this year. It'll be Brendan Donovan's first All-Star game, which is great to see. Here's the 0-2. There's the fastball. Out of the way, it's 0-2. 0-2 the count. Back-to-back strikeouts for Skubal here in the bottom of inning number 2.
The catcher, William Contreras.
2 outs. Here's William Contreras. William Contreras alongside Jackson Churio. Are the two representatives for Milwaukee. Here's the 0-2. Contreras hits it into right. Judge is there to make the catch. We go to the 3rd inning. We'll see our first pitching change. Tyler Glasnow, the second Los Angeles Dodger to appear in this All-Star game, will face the bottom half of the American League starting lineup. Gunnar Henderson leads off. He hits it fair past Fitzgerald into left field, and it's going to be a leadoff 3rd inning double. One away, so the leadoff man's on to begin the 3rd. Here's Julio Rodriguez.
Nope, outside.
Rodriguez hitting .304. $11 home runs, 55 RBIs, 841 OPS. Check swing. The count is 1-1. Will be interesting to see with the trade deadline coming up if any of these, anybody here at the All-Star game will end up with new teams. 1-2 the count to Julio from Glasnow. Struck him out on a high slider. Tyler Glasnow, he's got, in my opinion, one of the best sliders in the game. Again, that's just my personal opinion.
Ball, that's upstairs.
That's up high, 1-0 to Alex Bregman. The one and the lone Boston Red Sox starter. And the starting lineup, gotta love to see that.
Ball, that's outside.
Outside, 2-1.
That's a ball.
3-1 the count to Bregman. 1 out. Runner at second. And now it's a 3-2 count.
That's outside. Ball 4.
And a full count walk.
Up next for the American League, the third baseman, Jose.
To Alex Bregman, 2-1, 1 out. Here's Jose Ramirez. I believe in the bottom of the third inning,
That's a ball.
the American League, they might bring in Bryce Miller to pitch. Bryce Miller from the Seattle Mariners. Ramirez hits it hard into right. Soto will make the catch. Runners will stay put at where they are. And it's 2-1, 2 out.
First baseman,
2-1, 2 out for Guerrero.
Jr.
Hits it foul. The count's 0-1. Guerrero hit a pop-up to third in his first at-bat. Double play, ball 1, and safe at first, and now the bases are loaded.
Alvarez.
The bases are loaded for the American League. With 2 outs, and here's Yordan Alvarez. I wish I could get a replay of this. But, ooh, it's a foul. Yeah, let's see if we can get a replay of Guerrero. So, oh, everybody's safe. So, grounder to Lindor. Throw to Marte, it kind of pulls him away from the bag, which causes Bregman to be safe. Obviously, late throw to first. So the bases are loaded, 2 outs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
First pitch, or 1 ball, 1 strike to Alvarez. Grounder to Freeman, and we go to the bottom of the inning.
Now pitching for the American League,
And there is Mr. Bryce Miller.
Bryce Miller. Leading up for the National League, the third baseman,
Comes out of the dugout, or out of the bullpen, in relief for Tariq Skubal. There's a grounder back to Miller. So the first in time, one away. One out here is Lindor
From the New York Mets.
from the New York Mets.
Francisco Lindor.
My favorite New York Met, alongside Pete Alonso. Grounder to short. Henderson making a nice play, or a nice throw over the first baseman's head. And it's going to result in another error. What? They're not going to call that an error? What? That's crazy. No way that they didn't call that an error. Here's Freeman 0 for 1 with a fly out.
Ball, that's out.
Runner at first, one out. 2-1 count to Freddie. He evens up the count, fouling this one off. 8 years ago today, the Chicago Cubs made a trade with their interleague rivals, Chicago White Sox, acquiring Jose Quintana in exchange for Eloy Jimenez, Dylan Cease, Matt Rose, and Bryant Fleet. Eloy Jimenez, he's had an okay career. Grounder to Ramirez. Dylan Cease has been all right with the Padres, and then Matt Rose and Bryant Fleet. I don't think those two made the big leagues. And then Jose Quintana, he's still going.
Full count.
Sinker, 3-2. Grounder to Henderson. They could
He makes the save.
no double play.
Now back, center fielder, Michael.
It's first and second with one out. There's a strike 0-1 to Harris. I wish a happy birthday to Kathy Sharp, former teacher at Maroa Forsyth High School. Fly ball to right. Judge makes the catch, 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
There's a strike. 0-1 to Soto.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, 0-2. Soto with a huge strikeout ends the third inning. End of 3 here in Atlanta. Score is 0-0.
Now pitching for the National League.
Spencer Strider will face Aaron Judge to begin the top of the 4th. As I mentioned earlier, the Braves with 4 representatives this year, tied with the Dodgers with the most on the National League side of things. You guys already saw Michael Harris and Marcell Ozuna. So now we're seeing Atlanta Brave number 3, Spencer Strider. Aaron Judge strikes out, my apologies. Here's Brent Rooker, he struck out his last time up. And then, like I said before, the Dodgers have 4 All-Stars, Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, and Tyler Glasnow. You guys both saw Freddie and Glasnow, and now Ohtani. And then Tanner Scott. 0-1 the count to Rooker. Would be nice to see, hopefully, the Cardinals guys get in today. If possible, that'd be cool. See if you could spot him real quick in the bullpen. Let's see. That's the American League bullpen. Go to the National League. Ah, there's Helsley. Sitting right next to Tanner Scott and Ryan Walker. Raciel Iglesias. And then I don't know who the other two were. Counts 1 and 2 to Rooker. There's a grounder to Freeman. Strider is there to cover for the out. Two outs. Here's Rutschman. Not a whole lot going on. Here's the 0-2. Fastball misses. 1 and 2. Two and 2 to Rutschman. 97-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball.
We got a full count.
We got ourselves a full count. And now we got ourselves a strikeout as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Spencer Strider keeping the American League at bat. The American League bats quiet.
Number 54, Max Fried.
Here's Max Fried, the other New York Yankee. Comes in to face Ozuna. I'm pretty sure here in a little bit we'll see some of the position players get taken out. Ozuna, first pitch from Fried is taken for ball one. Max Fried, Marcell Ozuna, two former teammates
That's a ball.
on the Atlanta Braves.
2-0.
Fried, of course, became a free agent over the winter. Signed with the Yankees. He's pitching amazing. Doing really, really well. He could possibly win the Cy Young if Tariq Skubal didn't exist, but fouled off the counts 2 and 2. Count is 2 and 2 to Marcell Ozuna. He's been with the Marlins. He's been with the Cardinals. And since 2020, he's been a Brave. There's a strikeout. We're having ourselves a nice, old-fashioned, handy-dandy pitcher's duel here in Atlanta. There's a curveball that's taken for strike one. 76-mile-an-hour curveball, huh?
On two.
There's a strike 0-2. Fouled away. 0-2 the count. Marte alongside Jesus Suarez and Corbin Carroll are the Arizona Diamondbacks All-Stars. Pop up to Bregman. There's out number 2. Ironically, the Cardinals, the team where, of course, the team I'm doing a franchise with, they're playing the Diamondbacks after the All-Star game, so that'll be cool. That'd be pretty fun. Here's Kyle Tucker 0 for 1.
0-1's the count.
Only 3 hits in this game for the National League. And then for the American League, they've had 1 hit from Gunnar Henderson and then a walk from Alex Bregman.
Ball in.
Inside 1-1 to Tucker. Just doing anything he can to try and get the National League on the board. That is poked in the left. That's going to drop for base hit number 4 for the NL.
Up next for the National League, the catcher, William Contreras.
That'll bring in the catcher, William Contreras.
Ball 1.
2 outs, runner at first.
Ball 1, no strike.
Contreras 0 for 1, flew out his last time up.
Hey. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Hit foul, it's 1-2. Right to Ramirez.
That's an out.
And they get Tucker out going to second for a double play. More All-Star baseball coming your way. Zach Wheeler next up out of the bullpen from
Now
the
pitching
Phillies.
For the National League, number 45, Zach Wheeler.
Here comes Zach Wheeler, 11-4, 20 starts.
For the American League, the shortstop,
A possible candidate
Henderson.
to win the
0-1.
Cy Young in the National League. Raciel Iglesias, Edwin Diaz both getting loose. Both getting hot in the National League bullpen. 1-2 the count from Wheeler. Drop third strike. Throw down by Contreras is in for out number 1. Here comes Julio Rodriguez, getting his second at bat of the evening. 0-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Max Fried recently called Tariq Skubal to offer him the All-Star game start. Skubal encouraged Fried to take the ball, especially since he spent 8 years in Atlanta. So Max Fried could possibly be the starting pitcher for the American League in real life. There's a strike to Bregman. It's 0-1. There's the National League infield. Freddie Freeman from the Dodgers. There's at first Ketel Marte from the Diamondbacks at second. Lindor from the New York Mets at short. And then San Francisco Giants utility man Tyler Fitzgerald at third. Base hit in front of Juan Soto.
Up next for the American
The second
League,
hit of this game for the American League. Here's Jose Ramirez. I tried to do this game earlier, and the National League had a 5-0 lead at the end of the third inning. Oh and 1 the count. That is low, ball 1. Ramirez 0 for 2, hitless like a good majority of the American League lineup. Past the diving Freeman into right field. 2 on, 2 out. Grounder to Fitzgerald. Going to the bottom of the inning. We are still tied, 0-0.
Now pitching for the
Shane Bieber will come in to face Tyler Fitzgerald here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Shane Bieber, someone who in real life has been dealing with injuries for the last couple of years. Pop up to Rutschman, 1 away.
Up next for the National League.
1 away, here's Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
It's a knuckle curve, 0-1. One and 1 count to Lindor, swung on and popped up. He fouls it off. And to left field, a base hit.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
One out, here's Freeman, grounder to second, 2 away.
Up next for the National League, the center fielder, Michael Harris.
Two outs, runner at second.
Counts 1-0.
Here's Harris. Hitting .260 this season. 1 for 2 here today. Is this his first All-Star game? I believe it is. There's a cutter, 1 and 1. See, Shane Bieber, this is his 3rd All-Star game. Michael Harris, this is his first.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
in front of the Atlanta crowd. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to the Rookie of the Year winner from 2022. There's a pop-up and foul grounds. 1 and 2.
Ball 2.
Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And to right, Judge makes the catch. We played 5 full innings. Here in Atlanta, no score. Here comes Nick Martinez, the 1 representative for the Reds. He'll come in to face Alvarez.
Nick
Would love to see if Helsley or Anthony Banda's warming up. Let's see real quick. We got both Ryan Walker and Tanner Scott warming up in the bullpen. There's Rafael Iglesias, Edwin Diaz. I don't know who that is for the Padres. Oh, that's Suarez. And then there's both Banda and Helsley. Looking at the American League real quick. The Colombe guy from the Blue Jays warming up. Kenley Jansen from the Angels. Not gonna lie, it's kind of weird thinking of Kenley Jansen with the Angels. And then we've got Jeff Hoffman from the Twins. Manuel Clase from the Guardians. Andres Munoz, the best closer in real life from Seattle. We got the veteran Josh Hader. And Chris Martin from the Rangers and the Stros. See if we can name everybody in the dugout real quick. There's Boone. There's an assistant coach from the Yankees. That's Xavier Isaacs from the Rays. I don't know who that is for the Twins. I don't know who that is, honestly. Orioles. I believe that's Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, Vladdy, and then here's the National League. Pretty cool stuff. Ball 1 to Jordan Alvarez. Hit foul, 1 and 2.
That's ball 2.
2 and 2.
2-2 to count.
There's a strikeout, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
1 out, here's Judge.
Ball 1. 1-0. That's ball 2.
Strike 2. Or 2 and 1. Strike 1, sorry. Two and 1 to Judge. Rider to Lindor.
He's out.
2 away.
Up next,
I'll bring in Brent Rooker.
the designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
Into right center field, a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Runner will be stopped at second. As Ricker has his first hit of the day, here's Rutschman. I think that's his first hit, right? Yeah, it is his first hit. 2 outs, runner at second. Here's Rutschman. There's a strike, evened up 1-1. Fouled off 1-2. Past the diving Freeman into right field. Rooker's going to come around to score. And it's 1-0 American League. In the 6th inning in the American League, finally strikes first.
There you go.
Counts now 1-0 to Gunnar Henderson, who's 1 for 2. Some breaking news from the Cardinals today. The Cardinals have reportedly activated catcher/DH Von Herrera from the 10-day IL. As a result, outfielder Lars Nootbaar has been placed on the 10-day IL, but they left with a sprain, which involves a tear on detachment of the cartilage connecting to a rib to the sternum. An issue has been dealing with for a couple weeks. So, yeah, there's a strikeout for Nick Martinez.
Now pitching for the American League, number 33, Drew Thorpe.
Drew Thorpe, the one guy from the White Sox, comes in relief here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 American League. Here's Juan Soto. Jeff Hoffman, Josh Hader, both warming up in the pen for the National League. Here's the 0-2.
1 ball.
1-2. Fouled away. Count still 1-2.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's the 2-2. Count is full. A 3-2 count to Soto. That's it. Foul once more. Fouled once more. Three, 2 from Drew Thorpe. And a leadoff walk. Now bring in Ozuna. There's a sweeper, 0-1.
0-1.
Big swing and a miss, 0-2.
2 strikes.
Grounder to Guerrero, that's off his glove. Soto will be safe at second. Ozuna will be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Ketel Marte. Ketel Marte 0 for 2 today. For those of you wondering, yes, we might do a simulation game for the real All-Star game, like the real representatives and stuff. And then we might even do the Futures game. But that's up to you guys if you guys want to see that. And then we'll be back doing Cardinal games. We might do the games a little bit earlier since it's the All-Star break. We can kind of, take advantage.
Now batting, the designated
Aaron Boone coming out of to make another pitching change. Wonder who they're going to bring in. Oh, let's see. Drew Thorpe is out. And coming in is Danny Colombe.
Number 54, Danny Coulomb.
Coulomb. Oh, wow. I've been butchering his name. I've been saying his name wrong the entire time. It's Coulomb. Coulomb, not Colombe or Colombe. Danny Coulomb. Or Coulomb. All right. Well, Danny Coulomb, the left-hander, veteran left-hander, comes out of the bullpen for the American League. This is his first All-Star game. Been around the block for a long time. Been with the Dodgers. He's been with the A's. Pitched for the Twins for quite a while. He's spent 2 years in Baltimore. This year, I think he started off going back to the Twins and then was traded to the Blue Jays. Grounder to Tucker. Or from Tucker to Bregman. We played 6 full innings. Ryan Walker comes out of the dugout, or comes out of the bullpen. He'll face Julio Rodriguez.
For the National League,
Hopefully Ryan Helsley or Banda is warming up.
Ryan Walker.
Would be nice to see my Cardinal representatives. Fouled off in the count 2-1 to Julio. Excuse me a minute, folks. I will be right back.
Nope. Ball 1. He's out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Alex Bregman.
All right, looks like I came back at a right time. Alex Bregman just hit a double into left field. And so the American League, another hit in this game, and they're going to go to their bench for the first time. They're going to bring in Willie Castro from the Blue Jays. He'll come in to pinch hit for Jose Ramirez. First pitch, strike one. Have me a little snack. Here's a 1-1 to Castro. In the right field, the base hit in to score is Bregman. And it's 2-0 National League. And now Salvador Perez comes in. Perez sets it foul, counts 0-1. Salvador Perez, one of two Royals here today, alongside Vinny Pasquantino.
One ball, two strikes.
That's low, 1-2. Two and two. Out to left. We are heading to the out number two.
The left fielder, number 44. Hitting for the American League, number 25, Anthony.
Here comes another Toronto Blue Jay, Anthony Santander.
All ones the count.
Here's the 0-1 from Ryan Walker, relief pitcher from the Giants. Foul the way, 0-2.
One ball, two strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ball, that's outside.
Outside, 2-2. Time to stretch. Call him after the 7th coming up. The American League leads it 2-0.
For the National League, the catcher, William Contreras.
So, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hold on. Willie Castro will come in to play third base. while Salvador Perez will be at first base, filling in for Guerrero Jr. And then Anthony Santander, I believe, is in right field. No, he's in left field. Okay, he's in left field.
Ball one.
That's outside, 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
There's a sinker, 2-1. Contreras 0 for 2 today.
Ball, that's out.
Cutter, that's outside, 3-1.
Hey!
3-2.
The count's full.
Here's a 3-2. Strikeout. One away.
Now batting the third baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
That's a ball.
Got a couple people tuning in late in the game. What's up? How are you doing? My apologies. This is not the most entertaining game score-wise. Here's the 1-0 count. Cutter is taken for strike one. Grounder to Perez. Races to the bag, covers for the out, 2 away.
Francisco Lindor.
2 outs, here's Lindor. Cutter is taken, strike one. Sinker, strike two. Here's the 0-2. Drop third strike. Adley's throw down to first.
Got him.
Is in time to get him. We go to the 8th inning here in Atlanta. 2-0 American League.
Now pitching for the National League.
Tanner Scott comes in to face Mike Trout. I do want to see real quick. Looks like Edwin Diaz was getting loose alongside Iglesias. Okay, I want to see the Cardinal guys come in. Hopefully I can have one of them come in pitch the 9th. Here's Trout. Surprisingly was not a starter in this All-Star game. It's like, come on, man. It's not an All-Star game without Mike Trout being in the lineup. It's like, come on, dude. Well, nice to see him in this All-Star game.
Ball, that's just out.
Sadly, I don't think he made the All-Star team this year. Counts 2-2. Let's see, did he make it as an All-Star? No, he did not, which is sad. Into right field, that ball's going to get down. Goes all the way to the wall. Trout's going for second. And he is in with a
Number 11, Kyle.
double. Here's Kyle Higashoka from the Texas Rangers. First pitch to him, ball one. There's a strike, 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That's it, foul. The count is 1-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a strikeout, 1 away.
The catcher, number 35, Adley
That'll bring in Adley Rutschman.
Rutschman.
Counts 1-0.
There's a slider, 1-0.
Ball 2.
2-0. To the Orioles starting catcher.
Ball, that's inside.
Inside, 3-0.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Now batting, the shortstop, Gunner.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Gunnar Henderson. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to see Helsley in the game, or Banda in the game. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna manage the bullpen. And we're gonna bring in Banda, because I want Banda in the game.
Pitching for the National League, number 44, Anthony
Banda. One of 2 Cardinal guys that made the All-Star team. He was literally a waiver claim at the beginning of the season. The Dodgers put him on waivers at the end of spring training. The Cardinals pick him up, and he has been a lights-out reliever. In the left field, base hit. 2 runs will score. And it's 4-0 American League. I know I say that he's been a lights-out reliever. He gives up a 2-run double. Hey, it's the All-Star game. It doesn't really matter. That doesn't really matter. I just want to see one of my Cardinal guys in the game because, I mean, it's the Cardinals. There's a strikeout, 2 away. There's a strike to Bregman, 0-2. Fouled away. In the air to left, Ozuna puts it away. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Gunnar Henderson, he hit a 2-run triple to make it a 4-0 American League lead. L-E-A-D lead. All right, let's see if we can bring in some pinch hitters for the National League because they're being boring. Not going to their bench. So we're going to bring in Who's pitching? Hader? Okay. Let's see. Who do we want to bring in? Do we want to bring in Ohtani? No, let's bring in the Rockies guy. Are you serious? It's not going to let me bring him in? Yes. Michael Toglia comes in to pinch hit for Freeman. Fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. I'm just going to quick manage the rest of the game. No, I want to just do that. There we go. Toglia facing Josh Hader. And a strikeout on a slider.
Now batting.
Jackson Churio comes in to pinch hit for... Who did he come in to pinch hit for? He came in to pinch hit for Michael Harris. Also Mike Trout now in right field. Should probably mention that.
That's a ball.
Count is 1-0. It is storming outside. So what better way to spend a rainy day by playing MLB The Show. Thunderstorms until 6 p.m. It's going to rain, no rain on Monday. But it's supposed to be rainy for the rest of the week.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Counts 2 balls and a strike. Another strikeout.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And here comes Ohtani. Kind of want to hit a home run with Ohtani. Not gonna lie. Kind of want to do that.
Oh, and 1.
Ripped into right field. It is gone. Home run, Ohtani. And it's 4-1. I might as well click manage Ozuna. Actually, we'll bring a pinch hitter in for him. Let's bring in Corbin Carroll. Flies out. Okay.
Pinch hitting to the American League. Number 26.
Royce Lewis comes in.
Lewis.
All right. Who? Let's bring in a new catcher. Let's bring in Ruiz to catch. I kind of want to bring in like a whole new team. You feel me? You know what I mean? Andy Suarez can play third base.
Now playing third base. Number 28.
And Lindor. Oh, the Grand Poly kid hasn't played yet. Wait, he could play second base, right? Okay. Yeah, let's let him play second base. Cool. And then for the bullpen,
Number 63.
bring in Iglesias.
Now
Nice.
pitching for the National League, number 26.
Royce Lewis crushes it to left. It's 5-1. Oh, man. Whoops. Here's Xavier Isaac.
One's the count.
Hits it, foul. The count's 0-2. There's a strikeout, one away.
Pinch hitting to the American League, number 30.
Riley Green coming in to pinch hit.
0-1.
The 0-2. Got him. And now here comes Trout. Base hit. Higoshoka. Edward Julian comes in to pinch hit. Ground out. Okay.
Now pitching.
And Jeff Hoffman will try and get the final 3 outs.
Jeff.
Graham Pauley, the one representative from the Marlins, hits it to left. It is caught for out number 1.
Up next for the National League, the designated hitter, Kyle Tucker.
Tucker into left. 2 quick flyouts. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. In the center field, a base hit. A 2-out single for Ruiz. And now bring in Eugenio Suarez from the Diamondbacks. Base hit in the center once more. Over to second is Ruiz. 2-1, 2 out. Aaron Boone popping out of the dugout. He will face, or he'll bring in Clase to face Francisco Lindor.
Number 48, Emmanuel Clase.
Lindor base hit in the center. And the bases are loaded for the National League. Bases are loaded for Michael Toglia. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Do we have anybody on the bench who can hit righties a little bit better? Let's see. Who's got like really good power for guys. You know who we gotta bring in? We gotta bring in Harper. Sorry, Toglia, but we gotta bring in Harper for this moment. I mean, this would be pretty cool. Walk-off grand slam from Harper, you know. Harper! Deep right field! Walk-off grand slam! Never mind, it's a tied game. Harper to left and the right in this game's tied. I absolutely botched that. I don't know why I thought it was a walk-up, but never mind, it's tied. Here's Jackson Churio. This is probably the worst All-Star game you guys have ever heard. Churio to center. And we go to the 10th. Bryce Harper, pinch hit, grand slam, ties it up. Probably the worst home run call ever made. So Adley Rutschman's still in the game. We've got 3 guys left to go with for the bullpen.
Pitching for the National
Ryan Helsley. For those of you who are kind of upset with me playing as the National League, dude, my team's in the National League, okay? But yeah, Harper pinch hit grand slam. I don't know why I thought it was I said walk off because, but forgive me. I just had myself a dumb autistic moment. Grounder to Harper. One away. Alright, just drop it and move on. That's what I was told. Here's Gunnar Henderson. Runner at third, 1 out. That's low, 1 and 2. Don't know why we were throwing to Graham Pauly there at second, but 1-2. Out of the way. Got him, 2 outs.
Up next for the American League, the 17th.
Here's Julio Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Might as well just quick manage. Ground out. Okay, how long have we been streaming for? Hour 22 minutes. Okay.
Now pitching for the American
Kenley Jansen comes in to face Ohtani. Bryce Harper tied it up with a grand slam. And Ohtani is going to win it. A 2-run walk-off home run for Shohei Ohtani. The National League comes back and wins it here in the bottom of the 10th inning. And that's all we got for you here today on Let's Talk Sports. Again, I apologize. The broadcast in the end was a little shaky. But we had the Bryce Harper pinch hit grand slam. Shohei Ohtani walks it off. The National League wins 7-5. That's all we got for you here today on Let's Talk Sports. I'm your man,